Just off the highway in western Florida lies the sleepy community of Jobean. Further back, there are a number of occupied houses, but up front lies several abandoned buildings and trailers, remnants of the City of Destiny. The area was originally used as a small fishing camp in the late 1880s. It was then purchased by a railroad and then by a turpentine distiller before being purchased in 1923 by Jobean, the owner of the Boston and Florida Realty Trust Company. He immediately began to plan his new community, selling lots and constructing a train depot, post office, and hotel. One of the more famous people to buy a lot was Elizabeth Adams, whose then deceased husband was credited with bringing chewing gum to America. Oh, the floor is very bad in here. First named South Boston, he changed it to Jobean, a play off of his own name. There's something up there. These original plain buildings were planned to be replaced with more grand buildings, as well as a casino and golf course. But luck was not on Bean's side. Two hurricanes that decade halted plans, and in 1929, the Great Depression saw most of his buyers go belly up. Jobean managed to stay afloat with a new Air Force base installed nearby, and the hotel was used to house Hollywood crews for a series of Tarzan serials filmed in the 1930s, along with the RKO film Prestige. During that time, railroad cars full of camera equipment and jungle animals would surround the hotel. Even MGM's famous Leo the Lion was on site. Straight down into the water, which I don't feel like doing. This is a big bathroom though, with a view into the other room. Some old Santa gear there. Old leather belt or something. I don't know what that is. Top to something. The excitement drew the attention of circus performers who stayed there as well, including one couple, Leo Suicide Seaman and his wife Donna. After Bean passed away in poverty, the Seamans purchased the 28-room Grand Hotel and Fishing Lodge in 1942 and moved in permanently. While they kept the hotel open as a business, behind the hotel is where their circus friends, including the Flying Walendas and Flying Valentine brothers, would practice their high wire and trapeze acts, which would draw hundreds of visitors. It is also where Suicide Seaman practiced his own act. Leo would crawl into a coffin and set a stick of dynamite off outside it. This trailer, buried in overgrowth, is the actual trailer he traveled around into various circuses. Other tricks Leo did involved setting himself on fire and jumping off a platform 80 feet in the air into a burning pool. And if that wasn't exciting enough, he also had sharpened stakes surrounding said pool. The coffin trick was come up with later in life as a safer alternative, though one time he did miscalculate the amount of dynamite and woke up the following day missing 4 teeth. They kept the hotel open until 1969. 3 years later, the human firecracker passed away peacefully. He is buried with his wife in the nearby Gulf Pines Memorial Gardens. Here's an old Chrome Specialties catalog. Picture puzzle. Picture frames. Pictures are gone. That is his total Nice little setup stage right there. Old record player. And then this was, the bathtub was right here. And that was over there that you could get through, and then this kept it more private. This room, I don't think you can quite tell. It's completely going in like that. So as the farther I go in, the worse it gets. Try to... Lockers, bed. This is really cool though. I wonder if this is what he wore when he was doing things like stunts or not. It could just be a one that's left here post that, but here's some old mail that's it's going directly to this historical property they put in here. It's really getting bad. This side's like that, out there is like that, and then there's like that. Yeah. Apparently it costs $5 to get in there. Doesn't look like it's worth it, to be honest. But I'm gonna see if I can get along this. Hold up so just so we can look to see what the hell's in there. Yeah, I'm not going any farther. It's unfortunately, the whole back is just smashed in like that. In 1996, the hotel and surrounding buildings were purchased by a resident of Jobean. The post office / general store and Grand Hotel were added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1999, and in the following year, the Jobean Historic District was created. Today, the general store is a cafe run by a community resident. They have cold drinks, live music, and of course, bean soup.